Welcome to Friday Night Magic, hosted by Good Games Miranda. I'm Aussie Dranza, and we have 4 rounds of Standard coming up, so make sure you click that subscribe button, and please, if you like this video, click the like button. Before this match starts, I just want to say thanks for all the feedback people left on the pilot video. It was really helpful, and hopefully in the coming weeks, I'll take some of that advice, and you'll see this production get better and better. On the left, we have Sean playing Mono Blue, and on the right, we have Ben also playing Mono Blue. Sean won FNM last week, so he's up on the top table, sitting in the comfy chair, and gets to be recorded in the first round. He is taking a mulligan this game though. Ben will be going first because he won the dice roll. Let's see if Sean decides to keep his 6-card hand. So it looks like he's keeping. Ben is going to play a land and Judge's Familiar. Sean will respond with the same play. Another Judge's Familiar for Ben. And he's getting in for 1 damage. A land for Sean and a Frostburn Weird, and he'll also get in for 1 damage. Both players now at 19. Yeah, for future games, I'm hoping to have the life totals posted on screen. For the sake of getting these videos out on time, I haven't been able to do it this week, but definitely is in the plans for the future. Ben is getting in for 2 with his Judge's Familiar. He also played Thassa that turn. Thassa really can break these stalemates in these games because she has that ability to give creatures unblockable. Another ability is, she lets the player scry at the beginning of the turn. So it looks like Ben drew a Tidebinder Mage there, which should come down and lock down that Frostburn Weird. And that is what he decides to do. Sean looks like he may have an end of turn play. Oh, first Ben coming in. And a rapid hybridization on the Tidebinder Mage. Should unlock the Frostburn Weird. And that will also remove the Devotion for Thassa. Sean plays a Night Veil Spectre, another good card in these mono blue mirror matches. Basically any hit will be a card Sean can play. Scry for Ben. So he's going to play the Master of Waves for 4. And let's not forget that dice on the end is representing a 3/3 beast that he got off the rapid hybridization. No attacks, just passing the turn. Sean plays his 5th land and another Frostburn Weird. Moving on to combat, Night Veil Spectre comes in with Judge's Familiar. Now Ben has to make a decision here as to whether he wants Sean to have that top card of his deck. As I said, anything that's a hit there, not a land, even a land, he's going to be able to play that card. So Ben lets the damage through, and it is a Thassa, and Sean has the mana to play it. So Sean really stabilizing. He's probably got the upper hand here, even with Ben's board. So 2 mana for Ben, a Frostbone Weird of his own. Still has 2 mana up. He can give unblockable to a single creature. Ben just deciding what he wants to do with his 2 mana. Sean just with 1 card in hand. Completely tapped out this turn though. Thus has been given unblockable. And so far it looks like he's coming in with all of the tokens created by Master of Waves. The 3/3 Beast and an unblockable Thassa. So it looks like Thassa blocked the Beast and each of the Frostburn Weirds blocked one of the tokens. And now Sean is on 6 life. He uses Thassa's Scry ability to scry that card to the bottom. Now, we can't really see Ben's life total. But with all that land, it does look like Sean's going to be able to do a pretty powerful attack here. So tapping 3 mana for the Hall of Triumph. The Hall of Triumph giving +1/+1 to all blue creatures and Nykthos, allowing him to give all his creatures unblockable. And potentially pumping the Frostburn Weird. Must be a Nykthos for 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, I believe. Sean just deciding how he'll utilize that mana. And that was lethal damage. And Ben scoops up his cards. Sean just making sure he calculated everything right, but I think it's a little too late. Returns the Thassa and both players will begin sideboarding. So usually they have a pretty good sideboard for each other. It looked like Sean just pulled 2 Gainsays and 2 Swan Songs. He's putting the Swan Songs back. He also had an Aether Spouts, which is a new M15 card. So it looks like he put those Swan Songs back down. most likely in this matchup he'll remove Tidebinder Mages. Let's see what he goes with. So it looked like a Tidebinder Mage. I think he's removed 2 now. Another one, and I believe that there was a Hypnotic Siren. So mainly I'll be cutting out all the sideboarding. Usually the players don't really show their hand as well as Sean has here, but I'm leaving this one in because Sean is a top level player, and we could see what he was doing, and this is a good match to see how to sideboard in the mirror between the 2 mono blue decks. Unfortunately we don't get as good a look at Ben's side of the field, but let's now move on to game 2. Players have their 7 cards. Will they keep? Looks like Ben will be taking a mulligan. Ben's a relatively new player, and he's just been doing really well. He came to the store, I think he was playing a either an American control deck with Keranos, and it looked like a whole load of fun to play. And in the last few weeks with this mono blue deck, he's really put a lot of players under the pump. He's playing it very well at the moment. So just waiting, and let's find out if Ben will keep his 6-card hand. Nope, going down to 5. Well, this might be a bit of a struggle for him. He's already down a game. This is a must win, and he is down to 5. So let's hope he can draw a good 5-card hand now. Land, Judge's Familiar, Island of Sean, and a Hypnotic Siren. Plays developing their mana base, and a Nightveil Spectre for Ben. Now that is a big play. Cyclonic Rift, countered by the Judge's Familiar ability, which says sacrifice Judge's Familiar, counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 1 mana. And unfortunately Sean was unable to pay that mana. In with Nightveil Spectre, getting himself a Frostburn Weird, which he opts to play this turn. Sean at 4 land, and plays his own Nightveil Spectre. Judge's Familiar, followed by a Domestication on the Nightveil Spectre. Now, That is most likely a sideboard card. We did see the domestications in Sean's sideboard. And Ben is going to get in. Night Vale Spectre is going to flip another island. Just a big play in this game, that Night Vale Spectre. And only a Judge's Familiar for Sean. Looks like he is in a fairly bad spot in this game. Even though Ben only had a 5-card hand, that Night Vale Spectre definitely brought it all back for him. Now if these two Night Vales get in, it's likely to put Ben even further ahead. So there's a trade there between the Hypnotic Siren and the Judge's Familiar. Some pumps on the Frostburn Weird. And a card each for the Night Vale Spectres. There's a Cloudfin Raptor, and I just can't see the card underneath. I believe, could it be Aether Spouts? Maybe. Okay, plays the Cloudfin Raptor and passes the turn. So a Night Vale Spectre from Sean, hoping to stem the bleed and the loss of cards from the top of his deck. And Sean at 7 life, so looks like Ben will be looking just to get that final punch through, hopefully. Three land for Arthur. Cloudfin Raptor evolves. Looks like Sean reminds him of his trigger there. And Sean decides that there's too much going on the other side of the table. And we'll move on to game 3. I hope you guys don't mind the little effect I've done to shift to the next game. It's just to let you know that the game has switched and it's better than just the straight hard cut to the next game. Sometimes it can be a bit confusing. So players deciding whether they'll keep their hands. Looks like Ben is just seeing whether he should have kept, and we're not sure if he's happy, but my recommendation is never to look. There's only disappointment. So, mulligan down to 6. Hopefully Ben can keep this hand. Make this one interesting. Sean doing some interesting actions there. And starting off with the Judge's Familiar. Pretty much the mainstay of the last few rounds. Both players playing the Judge's Familiar. Cloudfin Raptor and in for 1. Ben getting in for 1 himself. Unable to develop his board apart from a land. And a Thassa for Sean. He's in the dominant position at the moment. Mutavault, Thassa of Benzone. In for another one. Not afraid to get the beats in with that little Judge's Familiar. Don't worry guys, he didn't see that card. He let me know that on the night. And he scries to the bottom. So no more development for his board. Scry for Ben. Let's find out if he can find anything to help him win this game. Another Judge's Familiar. And another Judge's Familiar. This is the Weenies going at it. And in for one with that Judge's Familiar. Two land, Frostburn Weird. And that will evolve the Cloudfin Raptor. And bring Thassa online. So Ben's in a bit of trouble here. Does he chump block with one of those Judge's Familiars, or does he wait? And he decides a chump and a block of that other Judge's Familiar. So they trade. Scry trigger. What can Ben muster up here? A Night Veil Spectre would be really great. He does have that Thassa switched off now. I believe she needs 5 devotion. Looks like he's got a tough decision here. I mean, he's got to remember that at any time, Sean can just play one more permanent with a blue mana symbol, and that Thassa switched on and coming in. Night Veil Spectre has entered the field for Ben. This will turn his Thassa on. Cyclonic Rift. Targeting the Night Veil Spectre. And that's the end of the game. That's the end of round 1, but make sure you go check out round 2.